What you focus on is what you attract. So I'm going to help you understand exactly why you shouldn't be focusing on money and what it is you need to focus on instead. I'm Jo. I'm a wealth and identity mentor for female founders and entrepreneurs, and I help women shift the fears, the old beliefs that keep them playing small so they can step into the version of themselves that attracts more wealth, more freedom, and more success. And today I'm going to speak about what it is and why we end up actually pushing away the things that we feel we need more of, and we start to become obsessed. And one of them is money. And over the thousands of women that I have worked and coached, often I hear the same thing. I need more money. I need it in my business. I need more clients. I need. Now, the words I need, the universe is going to give you exactly what you've just focused and asked for, the need of it. It's not going to give you the money or the opportunity to bring it in. It's going to give you the feelings of the need of it. So why would you start focusing on something else rather than money? Because you've been taught to. We've all been shown that money's the answer to things. We've been taught that money's the way to gain everything, which rightfully so, it's the energetic exchange of what we give to have the feeling of abundance, of prosperity. Because prosperity is a feeling, isn't it? It's a feeling when we've exchanged the money for goods. And so now you can look around and go, wow. But if you're focusing on all the needs that you wish for instead of the goals or desires of the outcome, what happens? You're getting mixed up. And this is what I find is a really easy and simple way to understand this. If you're constantly going around saying, I need more money, I need this, you're pushing it away. If you're simply now asking, how can I create whatever it is that you want to bring into your life? So maybe it's new clients into your business. Maybe it's better relationships or new team members or even better holiday. Because actually, whatever it is you're focusing on, you're creating the outcomes through your beliefs. You're the one that's bringing it into your life. So why would you want to concentrate on lack or fear or worry or stress or anxiety or need? But that's the way we've been shown, we've been taught, and we've copied other people and heard and seen it. So we've been brought up believing that's how you do it. So if your day starts with you waking up and it's fearful, there's anxiety or there's dread, and you're concentrating on those feelings, where do you think that's going to lead you to? Feelings of more joy, abundance, prosperity? Or does it lead you to seeing and feeling more ways that anxiety's rising or the fear of lack's getting bigger? And then you start noticing that lack more, don't you? You start focusing on what you don't have and how it's affecting you and how that's going to show up. And you make the stories up in your mind of the worst possible disaster that could happen. And then the feelings in your body get so intense that you go into this real pity mode of fear. I know it. I've done it. Done it so many times over my life. And until I learned and understand this work, I couldn't change it. I didn't know how to. I didn't think it was possible. But now, the minute I get those feelings, that sensation of lack, I completely flip it. And I turn around and go, is that true? No, it's not. And I start choosing my thoughts and I start changing the beliefs that create those thoughts so I can actually start to notice and focus on the things that I do want to bring into my life. I don't want to bring more fear, more lack, more worry. Nobody does. But everybody's probably doing it more often than they're consciously aware of. So what I'm going to talk to you today, and I'm going to help you start to break down what it is that you're concentrating on. What we focus on, we bring more of in our life. You know, when you go out and you have a fantastic time, and we've got all the events on at the minute, the football. So if you're into the sports, the activity, the tennis, whatever it is, you go out with your friends and you go to a sports and activity, you are focusing on that. And you have a fantastic time because it's where you love to be. You're having a great time. So guess what you bring into your life? More feelings of that joy. And then you'll probably more likely look at another event and thinking, how can I feel that again? And you're more likely to book it. And that's how you start to raise the frequency, your energy, and you start to focus and bring in more things that bring you the feeling of joy and happiness. Whereas if you're waking up in dread, not seeing where money's going to come in, not believing that you can afford or even have that holiday, and then you start going down, why me? And you start bringing in even more negatives, and you start then blaming yourself. What's that going to bring in? You're going to be magnetizing and telling the universe you want more of those feelings. So guess what? You're going to wake up and you're not going to see an opportunity to go and have fun and joy, but you'll see the opportunity and you'll concentrate on all the reasons that you don't deserve it, that you are not worthy of having a successful business, that you can't charge what you want in your business, that who's going to believe you? And you're going to start making stories up because your mind loves to fill the gaps. Your mind loves repetition, and whatever it did yesterday and whatever it did the last week, it's going to do today because it kept you in that same familiar, comfortable, energetic position. So start noticing what you're focusing on. And one of the ways I do this in the morning is I tell my mind where I'm going. I say, I'm going to feel abundant today. I'm going to notice all the miracles and all the joyful things that are happening around me. And then my mind will start to filter those things for me. I don't have to do it. It will naturally suddenly see maybe a glimpse of nature, maybe some of the babies that are around at the minute. I'm lucky I live surrounded by nature. So, and this time of year, we are full of joy, what's going on around us, if we're focusing on it. But we're also full of fear and despair if we're focusing on it. So you get a choice in the morning. Your mind will automatically go to fear, by the way. It's a survival brain. It's not there to keep you happy and joyful. It's there to keep you alive. So you've got to make a choice in the morning and actually say, even if it overrides the feelings of despair in the morning, get up, tell your mind what you want to feel, give it a direction. You have a part of the brain called the reticular activator, and it can only focus on one or two things. It sees thousands of images from your view. Your eyes open and it's constantly taking in thousands of images which are either safe or they're not. And your mind has to make a microsecond, is that safe? Instantly. And it uses your past memories, pictures, feelings, whatever. And it brings these up from a part of the brain called the hippocampus, where it stores all your memories and all your feelings. And it instantly makes a decision. Now, if you're not grasping on to this, if you're not giving your mind a direction, if you're not giving it a focus that you choose, it will naturally default and go back and just carry on doing what it's been bringing in. And if you're watching this video, there's no coincidence. You've been asking for this advice. That's how our minds find things, because when we start asking, because we're getting fed up with certain things or the way they're not going the way we want, we will always get directed to either the book, the version, the video, whatever it is, the person, the mentor, who could actually help you. I've learnt this time and time again. And the more I ignored it, the louder the messages got. So you know this because you're focusing on what you want. Keep that in mind, but give your mind a direction first thing in the morning. Don't wait. You wake up. And I say to myself, I want to feel joy today. I want to feel abundant and I want to feel excited about something. And I want to see the world in the best possible way. And I keep telling myself that in the morning. And guess what? My mind is then focusing on what brings me joy, what I love to see, and I feel better. I'm less stressful. My mind isn't full of the anxiety and the worry. I then focus on my work and how much joy that brings to me. And then I get into the gratitude. The gratitude is the foundation of what you want more of. If you're not grateful for what you've got now, you can't possibly bring more in. It's also when you're saying you're grateful and truly meaning it, you're divinely connecting to Source, to God, to universe, whatever you want to call it. That is how you manifest more of why and what you want. But you've got to get the focus right. So even when your mind's telling you things are going wrong, you have a choice to say, stop. I'm not listening to that anymore. Get it out of my mind. Move over and start looking for things around you. And start saying, well, actually, I can start noticing some things that are good. I can notice all the abundance around me, and I'm grateful that I've got this house. I'm grateful that the opportunities have come in. I'm grateful for the water that flows out the tap, that's clean, that I don't have to walk 6 miles or 4 hours a day in the desert heat trying to find even dirty water. There are millions of people that don't even have electricity, and they never will. But they can be some of the happiest people. And there are millions of people that don't even have water, let alone clean. And they can show up happier than the average person today that sits moaning that food's expensive, petrol's gone up. If petrol's gone up and the only cost of war is that what we're paying, is that really a reason to moan? You're not in the war zone. You're not affected the way some people have been, and they've lost everything. So actually, come back to what you're grateful for. Start getting that in your morning routine. Start saying it out loud. Write them out. I'm so grateful and thankful now that I am. And start listing. Give yourself and notice how you feel different. You'll focus on more things you want, and there you become the magnet. The ideas start to come to you. The possibilities show up, not the lack, not the limitations. You'll start to notice things that will benefit and bring you in what it is you want. But don't focus on the money. Focus on the ideas, the creative ways that you can bring it in, the joyful ways you can bring it in. If you focus on money, you're more than likely focusing on lack because you're saying you need it. The universe won't give what you need. It will give you the feeling of the need even more. And it will make you focused on the lack. So then the need feeling improves and gets bigger. And then you're moaning even more. I used to do this. I used to complain and nag and absolutely. And I would stay in jobs at a limited amount of money. I could never get above it. I was working full time. I was literally stuck. And I didn't believe I could even do anything different from the job that I was within the NHS. I didn't think I was clever enough. And I focused on that and I created more opportunities and ways for me to see that I couldn't. So I stayed stuck, all because of programs in my mind that were outdated and beliefs that weren't even mine. But the way that you can start to override this is simply by being you, by starting to notice what's going right in your life. Start being grateful. Start saying, wow. And start being appreciative of what you've got. Look around the house. Notice how much abundance you have. Abundance is the exchange from where money has been circulated and you've got something. Because money is nothing. Money doesn't have a feeling or a personality. It's not even paper nowadays. We just use card. We don't even see it. We just tap the phone or the card. So the lack of your focus is why you're not seeing and bringing in what you want. And you are the one fully responsible. And until you take that responsibility back and own it, you can make the changes. And I would love to know what it is that you would love to see more of and why. Why is it important to you? And if you would like to know anything else about this subject, leave a message right down below in the notes, because I would love to help you reach those goals faster, step into the version of you that feels and gives herself permission to receive more wealth and joy and abundance. And if this video is something you would like more of, then don't forget, subscribe and like the video, because I will be continuing 3 videos a week on all the subjects that help us bring in more wealth, financial freedom, freedom of the mind, success, joy and love. The basics of life that we've all crave, but often we neglect. And if you're ready to step into this work, my Reconnect Her Fire is a 12-week program, a mentorship, a group for women who are founders, business owners, entrepreneurs, who know they deserve more. They don't want to stand in the fear anymore. They want to trust themselves. They want to love themselves more, and they want to raise their business. They want to raise their lives in life. They want to become the best version of themselves, and they don't want to keep making excuses. Then contact me through here or social media, and I will get in contact with you, and we can discuss exactly what it is that I can help you with. But until next time, with much love and gratitude.